So what are the best tires to run at the drag strip with your Ram 1500? A lot of people always ask me, what do I run? What's a good tire setup? Now, the most popular tires to run at the drag strip for your Ram 1500 that I know of are, for a drag radial, it's the M&H drag radials. And it's, for a slick, it's the Hoosier slicks. Because Hoosier was probably the first one to make a 17-inch slick. They run a 28, 10, 17 Hoosier. That's a great tire. A lot of guys don't like slicks because they're bias ply and, can't drive them on the street. So some people do. Some people like to drive them on the street anyway and they go to the track. But most guys, you got to, drive your street tires to the track, change them out, put the slicks on. Then when you're done, go put your street tires back on, put your slicks in the trunk, the bed of the truck, and then drive home. That was my original biggest reason why I didn't go with slicks, because I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put the drag radials on at my house, go to the track. When I'm done, just put air back in them, come home. Now, my current setup is M&H 275 50 17 drag radials with a 225 60 17 regular street tire up front. As you can see, my current drag radial setup, 275 50 17 M&H drag radials. These things hook very, very well. These things are sticky. They grab everything. And I love them. And I have my street tires set up. Let's see if I can get the size. Oh, right there. 225 50 17. Very light. These things weigh, with the tire on them, 50 pounds. That is it. See, they're not, my hand's wider than them, so. Very good setup. I've done very well with these. Alright, so, yeah, I ran the 275 50 17 drag radials until, well, I still do at this current time. I'm looking for new tires, because last time at the drag strip, I had traction problems. And it was not pretty. I had one clean pass because with a 4,000 stall, they're not grabbing like they should. I want to get to the track one more time with them to see if they are going to grab better than, or because my new current tire setup that I want to go with is Mickey Thompson ET Street R bias ply 28, 11.5, 17. They're perfect. They got the bias ply where they can, they can take a lot on the launch. A lot of wrinkle in the tire. They shouldn't spin at all at the track. And I could put them on here and drive them to the track. Do the same thing with the drag and fill air back up when I'm done. Drive home. They are a street legal bias ply tire. The only problem is I still have a radial front. Street radial in the front. So there is probably going to be a little bit of sway. I don't really care. I've talked to some guys already and they said it's not that big of a deal. If you're lowered more, it is. I have a 2-inch rear drop, no big deal. Also, a lot of guys are now running the Mickey Thompson ET Street R 305 45 17 drag radial. That is a very sticky drag radial. That is more popular in the racing world with all different types of cars than just trucks. But a lot of guys are running it with very good success. And another great tire is the 315. This is another Mickey Thompson 315 50 17. It's a little bigger, it's a little heavier of a tire, but it gives you a little more, little taller tire. So it should give you a little more top end, maybe, depending on your setup of your truck. So yeah, the three best tires most people run are M&H drag radials, Mickey Thompson ET Street R, and Hoosier slicks. Hoosier slicks are still going to be the stickiest tire out of the three, without a doubt. But it's a slick, and there's no tread, so you'd have to change them there. That is a lot of the biggest issue with some of the guys why they don't want to run a slick. I've thought about it. I still am thinking about it. But Mickey Thompson ET Street R is most likely what I'm going with next. This Hoosier slicks, the guy who owns the 5.7 record, the 5.7 naturally aspirated record actually runs a Hoosier slick, and his truck is fast. That thing launches so hard. So yeah, those are the other. There are other tire options, but you know, no one really runs a Nitto. Nitto don't really have taller tire sizes for our 17s. Their 17s are usually 26 inch, and they got 20-inch tire. Nittos are not the greatest tires anyway. They're more of a street tire that you can take to the track. They're not more of a pure drag radial. Hoosier drag radials, I think the tallest for 17s is 26 inch. I don't think they have a 28 inch overall. 28 inch overall tire is the smallest you really want to go on a truck, because we got big wheel well gaps. We have bigger gearing. You don't want to go too small of a tire on a truck. For a Ram, you know, most other trucks probably the same thing, same exact. You don't want to go too small of a tire on a truck. No, say 28 inch tall is probably the minimum you want to go. Some guys with more power can run a little taller of a tire. You have too much gearing with that anyway, especially if you have 392 gears. You're just shifting like crazy, and you're not really picking up much ET if you have run too small of a tire. I know a couple guys with that problem. Nittos, let me see all the tires I can think of, but yeah, look yourself in 275, 50, 17 M&H. Probably your best bet is a drag radial, or Mickey Thompson ET Street R. Mickey Thompsons are a little bigger, a little heavier, but they're going to grab. They are going to be stickier and grab better than the M&Hs. That's a proven fact. But M&Hs, for most guys out there, you are not going to spin them at the drag. I didn't spin them at the drag strip even with the cam. Maybe I chirp second sometimes, but most guys aren't even cammed that have the truck. Most guys are just full bolt-ons, want to go to this drag strip and run them at them. They ran great on the street with the cam. They grabbed really good on the street, the M&Hs. So I can guarantee the Mickey Thompsons are even better on the street than the M&Hs. Like I said, Hoosier Slicks, yeah, they're going to be great everywhere because it's freaking slick. But I would say stick with the M&Hs. They're one of the better ones. Mickey Thompson ET Street R, Hoosier Slicks. All right, guys, have a good one. I'm out.